Yay.
Yay.
Let me just drop in the chat. And
sweet. Post that. To everybody in the chat, just let us know if you hear any weirdness. There seems to be weirdness on the line. I don't know if it's not an audio thing. It's a latency thing, I think. So I'm just making sure everything on my side is behaving. See if there's any. Yep, yeah, you got a drink.
Right.
Yeah. Just waiting for everybody to come in and chill out. Must say, I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite happy with how the gun cannon photographs came out on the social media thingy.
Nice. Want to see it in person. Okay, yeah, he was. Yeah, you're quite excited. I saw you doing the whole countdown from like 5 hours, 2 hours.
Oh, shame, man. Yeah.
Hey, Jacques, how's it going? Natas is
what's
here.
up, going on? Jacques, Natas. Who else is lurking around? So we just so guys, how we are gonna do this is we're gonna show you everything first, and then after we've shown everything, Jeff and I aren't really gonna talk about stuff. We're just gonna be like, we won't be long with stuff. We really won't be. We're gonna try and keep shit under control. Try and keep this under an hour. Try at least. But we will probably have a little bit of feedback to the top 3, because I feel that's kind of an important thing. But we're also not going to have too much. I really don't want to linger or labor on it. I just want you guys to get excited about that. And then there's a few cool announcements and things. So just wanted to see how many of you are in here. Hey, what's up, Rishi?
Rishi,
and it's John Guy,
Zenith, and then we've
Mr.
got
Skotaku.
Miss Otaku. No, I'm kidding. It's Mr.
It's either Mr. Skotaku or Mrs. Kotaku.
Yeah,
can go either way.
Jacques, I hope I hope your excitement will make you want to enter the next one, huh?
Yeah. What's up, Vane Customs, and also Zenith, who's like sneaky in
welcome.
there. So yeah, guys, it's good to have you. I don't know why, for today's lighting setup, I will be dark and gloomy cave guy, apparently.
Is your light like just shining on the background and not on you?
Yeah, I've just got a very bright light here, like by my desk, because when I build kits, oh, there we go, that's a bit better. Let me shoot it at the roof.
It's better.
When I build kits, I kind of build them here, like I'll do snap building or whatever's here, because often my build stream area I try to keep clean. And that light is amazing, but sometimes I'm also too lazy to roll my chair there. And this is a true story. So anyway, so I have a little light here that I can down fire on if I need to. Anyway, I think we got enough peeps. Hey. I think let's get our should we get our competition hype on? Okay.
Let's get started. Yay.
Let's start it off properly. Hey everybody, welcome to Gunpla SA's BuildOff BuildCast, where everybody's a winner. No, we're going to announce the winners of our most recent BuildOff, which was the pop culture that's not a Gundam BuildOff competition. So we're going to be doing that, and we had 2 sections this time. We had a beginner and we had an advanced category.
Well, so the beginner one is kind of open category, so it's not.
It's not lungs. Yeah, and alchemist. Ooh. So because we want to try and make it more, for lack of better words, inclusive. Yeah, accessible. Thank you. That's much better. I like accessible. Inclusive implies something else, because we are already that. So. Like Jeff said, we want to make it more accessible, make it that you guys could get excited even if you don't feel that you're a great builder, and then you can actually see how good of a builder you really are. and whatever. Okay, so in the past, Jeff and I did lots and lots and lots and lots of talking and stuff. We're not going to do that this time. We're going to keep it pretty simple, pretty succinct. When we mostly how this is going to go down, just so you guys know, is we're going to look through the beginners. We're going to go through all of the beginners stuff, and then we'll announce the winners afterwards. Jeff and I might have 1 or 2 comments on the winners, on the top 3 podium guys, and then we'll move on to the next one. And yeah, okay, so that's how we want to do this.
I
Hey,
was
what's up,
thinking
No Sleep?
well, actually, no. Sorry, the beginner winners. I actually want to feel we reserve it at the very end of the show. So we go through the entries for beginners, and we go through the entries for the main competition, and then we announce the winners for the beginners, and we'll announce the winners.
Okay, so Jeff wants to make
all
you
the
guys
winners
sweat a bit.
Yeah,
of course. Okay.
Otherwise, like people who win the beginners and say, "Oh, you know," then I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. I don't care about the people who are better or worse or whatever. Okay, sweet. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do it then. So let me hopefully let's do this without causing an international incident. So let me do the beginner, and I'm going to share a screen, and let's go with the window, and we'll go with that one, and hopefully. And can everybody see that, guys? I know it's super, super professional here with the full screen thing vibes going on here. Sorry about that, but such is the way things are. Maybe I can zoom in a bit.
There we go. I can zoom in. Press like F11.
What's that going to do? It better not blow something up.
No, it makes your browser full screen, so you don't see all this other browser stuff.
Well, my browser is technically full screen, so I don't know what the hell.
Sorry,
maybe I can make the... Oh, there we go. I can make the PDF full screen.
There you go.
Wonderful. We live in the future. How nice. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Beginner Gunpla BuildOff competition. That's what it says.
Yay.
Okay, I'm not going to go into the rules.
Yeah,
we had rules. This is all this important stuff. Yay. You know. This is just for people who have never done a competition with us before. This is how we do competitions. So, yeah. And hold on, I just want to adjust my camera again because it's irritating me. There we go. Okay. So this is just to show guys, like, this is what we wanted, whatever. So if you've never competed in one of these before, it's your first time hearing about this, at least you know we have a system. Okay, we have a judging criteria, and there's prizes. Yay, you can win things.
Yay.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Crimson Guardian. These are in no particular order. These are just the guys that entered. So we have this Crimson Guardian. Just as I'm going through this, the whole idea of this competition is you don't have to paint it up. You can do accent painting. You don't have to fix seams. You don't have to fix mold lines. You know, you do it the best you can with available tools. Not advanced, beginner. So anyway, so we got some more shots of that. We got this HD
as long
camper.
as there's something that's painted, you know, it can be panel lining or it can be weathering or it can be, you know, just detail parts. So the whole kit doesn't have to be painted.
Yeah, like this one. I mean, this one's got some serious weathering going on. And I think that white part on the spike was painted, I think, if memory serves. But anyway, so we got this camper. Somebody lost their clip for the shotgun clip. Whoopsie, it happens.
Or maybe you just didn't put it on because the shotgun is not attached.
And then we got this Grays. Some very nice photographs. Schwab Grays.
Okay.
Cool shots. Nice diffused shadows there. I like. Oh, great. I might disappear. Give me 2 seconds. I've just got to plug my headset in. Oh, my word. Why is my battery low? Ah!
Oh, no.
I'm going to mime now.
There you go. Okay. All good?
And I'm back. Yes. Sorry about that. How ridiculous. Cool. And
shall we? So before
we'll
we
leave
the winner, should we just comment about, or do we not comment about these at all?
I don't want to go into it too much. I think we can leave that for when we get to the podium shots. But I would like to just say, very cool from the beginners. I'm just going to flip up and down through them. So very cool to see the beginners trying something crazy. I was not expecting to see some of the stuff that I saw the beginners do. So I wasn't expecting to see weathering, for example. And we got 2 entries that had distinct weathering happening on them. I was not expecting to see anybody using decals or stickers, and we got one that used them. So that's the cool thing. And I mean, it's all there in under a level. And I think this guy is one as well. This was done mostly with the Gundam markers, or pretty much exclusively with the Gundam markers. So that's nice to see. I mean, that shininess came out quite nicely. But so the beginners, like, it was a good thing. I gotta say, before we do move on, one thing I liked about this completely took me away from what this character was. I mean, I know the original build is the Big Wapente, but the color scheme totally took away its identity, which is like pretty impressive actually. And this, I would say, this is kind of borderline beginner build, because with it being so fully painted, I feel like it should have maybe found its way in the advanced category. But yeah, but that's that. Now I'm just trying to magically figure out. Oh, there we go. Cool. I just want to just get this down to there we go. Don't worry, I'm not showing the winners yet. Whoa, it's almost crazy.
Well, we saw a peak there.
It's a small peak. I mean, but that, who knows? That could be first or last. I don't know. Anyway.
But okay, like as you saw, we got 3 entries for the beginners. So pretty much, everybody's a winner from those 3. But now is like, which one is which, So, yeah.
Also, I love this comment from Zenith. Are you sure this is a beginner comp? Those builds look awesome. See, that's the whole cool thing about the beginner thing. And it's kind of like, it is my hopes that guys would build a kit using very minimal supplies and actually see how professional the finished product can look. And that's kind of a thing, because sometimes guys think, oh no, to be professional, you have to add. And sometimes it's a lot about adding the right things in the right places. Anyway, let's not go into that too much.
Yeah.
But just, it's also encouraging for guys who've never built a kit before. They can get themselves a nice, like...
So like, I know there's a lot more builders within our BuildForce that have done like more beginner type of painting, and I was kind of hoping they would enter, but like, for example, Jacques, you've done quite a bit of like hand painting and panel lining. It's like, so hopefully next time you'll join in the, if you don't feel too intimidated, you can enter the beginner one, or even like Corty Coffee, he also does a lot of painting with
green tea
markers.
Should have.
So
And also, just on that note, we are now in the big kids club. Let's call it that. So the judging and stuff is a little bit harsher. What we expect from entrants, the entries is much bigger, because the prize is 2,000 Rand in the form of a gift voucher as first prize. So we have to like make it big. And also, guys, I mean, we want to, and we'll get into that at the end of everything. But there's something I want to say. Bit of excitement. So anyway, BuildOff entries. And before we get into the advanced BuildOff things, guys, with the beginner entries, I want you guys to not convince, but it'd be cool to see if you could get like siblings, family members who are not builders to try their hand at doing something like the entry level, because I think it might be cool. Maybe they'll discover a new hobby or a new place to express themselves and whatever, and at least they won't have the like super pressure. And like, guys, competitions at the end of the day, I mean, it is a great place to, it's a great way to, I don't like the word motivate, but it's a great way to motivate you as a builder to push yourself skill-wise. More than anything, it's an exhibition, and it's got no, you guys will see now as we go through, and it's something I noticed is, you'll see that guys that, you'll see how people have improved already from the last competition, and how things maybe have changed. Anyway, that's enough tension and building up of tension.
The advanced one.
Yeah. So cool. Okay. Okay, we got the Avengers Assemble. This is quite a creative.
This one's entry. Like, wow, I was really surprised by this one.
Of course, Anthony's not here. Hey, what's up, Stubby
Yeah,
Cat?
Anthony says, I think he says he's got load shedding or something, so you'll watch back
Road
like
shedding.
tomorrow or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. Sorry, Anthony.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, we kind of revealed
Hmm.
who the builder was.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think
But
everybody
okay,
knows
look,
the builder.
yeah, he has during the competition kind of shown off his work in progress. And when he was showing the work in progress, I was like, I don't know. Like he was showing two legs, like one is green and one is purple. It's like at that point, it's like I did not know what the concept was. It's like, is this like a what's it? Kamen Rider, like Joker.
I also thought
What's it?
Kamen Rider.
Where it's like, yeah, like the one with like a split half, like one side is green and one side is purple. So
Yeah, I also
did not
thought
expect
Kamen Rider.
this.
Then I realized it's Anthony.
Yeah.
At least I can look on the Discord now, because for a long time the Discord was kind of like this for me. I was like, can't look there, can't look there, scroll past here. So this is nice. Anyway, then we got this build here.
Bumblebee.
Also, again, love how the color scheme just completely deletes the actual source model kit for me on this.
Oh, it's very fitting, you know.
On me. Yeah, very much so. That's a great color.
However, like
nice
so yeah, like commenting about Bumblebee is like I don't really see the Transformer Bumblebee in this. Is that
I kind of do because of the way the eyes are
deviated.
done and then the Cybertron stuff there. But we'll get into that. Maybe we'll get into that later. Then there's this very cool Crimson Serpent. I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want you guys to kind of pre-guess who won and who didn't win and whatever's. But nice to see some gun cannon parts here. Yeah, this was fun. Like there's some cool stuff. This decal here is so great.
Like if the headpieces is all scratch built or is it like from another kit?
Maybe it's scratch built, like from an action figure or something. I think maybe it's a core figure or something. I don't know. I didn't want to look into. I wouldn't say I didn't want to look into that too hard. I looked at it and I was like, it's not 3D printed. I'm happy. But yeah, check out these cool pipes here. It's very nice. I can dig a lot of that. Also,
one thing to note about this kit is he made it as if it's like a 1-to-1 human. Like it's almost like just a human suit. So yeah, that's pretty cool, you know. Yeah, where you break the scale, you know, intentionally.
Very much so. Then we got this, which I will say full on. When I saw this the first time, I thought it was, and I can never remember this damn character's name from Hunter x Hunter. My brain went there, and then I realized, it's not. But I was gonna say, I can't remember. Somebody in the chats is gonna like go, oh, that's this guy. That's what his name is, and I'm gonna be like, yes. But yeah,
I had to Google this one. It's from 40k, Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, 40k. It's a Harlequin from 40k. Yeah. So very cool, very very cool stuff happening here.
Yeah, very impressed with the masking and the gradient. Even in the permit scores, there's gradients in it.
Yep. I also, for me, I don't want to linger here, but I find it very interesting the pre-shading in the black. You know, black is, as soon as you start using black on anything, you immediately remove a lot of its form and its ability to distribute light properly. So the fact that this builder has done such a good job of making the black parts, to my eye, interesting, was great. So cool. Let's move on. Now you guys can get a full turnaround. Also, such a nice kit to work with.
The photography has improved.
Definitely. Yeah, but that's a good thing. I've seen a major improvement in people's photography, in the angles used. You know, posing still in some areas needs some help.
But you know, one competition at a time, yeah?
It's an umbrella statement. Yeah, one build at a time. There you go. Yeah, this Esculupius, I think is the name of the original.
Sorry, I messed up on the name, the title there. I forgot to remove the Harlequin era.
Whoops.
Whoopsie, that's
Jeff. Well, at least we got the Among Us.
This is the Among Us. Yeah, I'm actually quite surprised it's an actual character. That's
So I'm a little bit disappointed that there aren't googly eyes on this Zigok. because I saw this at a build meet and it had the googly eyes and
Yeah.
it looks so good. I really like the background here. Guys, please take something from this builder in that if you construct some very good, strong 3D forms in cardboard behind there, you can actually create some very interesting looking backgrounds and stuff. So very nice. Anyway, really dig this. Like, I love the Esculupius. I think it's a very cool unit. It's a very gimmicky unit in its time as well.
This one's concept is quite like, maybe like a deep cut, because like you can't really see the Among Us reference, but the reference is like it's trying to disguise itself as a Zigog. So you got to know both Among Us and know Gundam to get this one.
Exactly, and yeah, because in Gundam, this Esculupius also disguises itself as an enemy suit. So, yeah. Then we got the minion guy. This one
was
quite a
like
surprise.
such a cool. Yeah, I was really chuffed to see this. It's like, wow, I would never guess. Like, you know, obviously we've seen a lot of Zigogs customs into interesting things, but I don't think I've ever seen like a Zigog. I mean, not Zigog. Hey, yeah, Zigog, yeah. Customized as a minion. So that I've never seen.
Yeah, this is a very creative build. Also, just want to quickly take 2 seconds. I think, where's Vane? Vane asked a good question now. Now I've lost the comment.
Sorry, what?
Vane asked if we'd be able to give you guys high-res pics to look at. Yes, they will be posted on our Discord. You can check out the high-quality ones in the Discord.
Out of the winners, I will post I'll post the winners as like a wallpaper.
Yeah. And then obviously the contestants, they can post high-res images of their stuff in the finished builds. Preferably at a high resolution.
Like I know lots of guys also want to post their work in progress that they want to share. Yeah, so they can go ahead and do that as well. Yeah.
Cool.
So after the competitions, you guys can share all the way, you know? Hey, hello, Screech. No
yeah,
Screech.
So that's... Yeah, guys, we do that because that's what the Discord is for. It's for cool high-res photos. I'd love to do 4K zoom-ins here, but it would be too much. Anyway, love this little piece here with all the bananas around. I thought that was very nice. And this here, the lighting is pretty cool. So anyway, moving right along. Yeah, so also smart use of a mono eye. And that's clever. Like, it's actually like, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, how did I not see this before? So very nicely done to
well, that's why I felt like the whole minion thing like went really well with the kit. And that's another thing I really like personally, when I did the scoring, I kind of for this competition, because of the whole concept, I really like giving the scores to the guys that like thought about the concept and if it marriages well with the kit. You know?
Yeah.
So for example, the Zigog one and the minion is like a perfect match. Yeah.
And then we got the Iron Man Mark 44 Veronica Hulkbuster. Or when, to my brain, when I saw this picture, I just thought of an Armored Core. Armored Core nuts. But it did make me think of the Selena from Armored Core 4. No, 3.
Okay.
Well, for Answer and Last Raven. Last Raven and stuff. Anyway, maybe think of the Selena core because these legs are very similar to that. Yeah, very nice shiny build. This head is insane.
Yeah, nice work on the LEDs as well. Hey?
Yeah, nice chunky kit. You know. Oh yeah, that's right. There's the working LED on this one. It's very subtle, but it's impressive.
Yeah, in the chest and the head. Yeah.
So cool shading and stuff going on there. Then there's this war machine, or as I like to call it, the war machine. Again, trying not to give away anything, but I do love the replacement of the GN drives and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yes, nice to see. Yeah, the paint job and on the core thing. Yeah, that's also very nice. It's like a speckle. Well, like how do you describe that kind of spray? Where
it's like a speckled effect. Yeah, it's like a spatter or speckled. Yeah. Like, and at least it's consistent, you know. So it's there in the legs and the arm joints and stuff. Yeah. Also, like War Machine, cool to see. I was expecting to see a lot more Iron Men, so to speak, but it was good to see a War Machine represent. Old Rhodey gets his armor here. This
this is so cool.
yeah, this is Death Mantis. This was a surprise. Again, it's crazy how popular the Big Wall bow has been in this comp, because we've had 3 Big Wall bows, or Big Wall Pente, but same difference. To be fair, very cool to see. Like, nice. And also
this
cool
one
scratch
obviously
building.
it's got a very bug feature, and then the scyther, and also it's got 2 blades, like on its arm. So scyther is like a perfect, plus those balls on its back is like, Pokeballs.
Yeah, those them balls on its back. But the Pokeballs, I think that's such a novel concept. It's really cool. And good, like, cool color scheme, like this yellow green. I love that. It's such a, I can't tell if it's an out of the bottle color. I feel like the builder made this color. The green is also not, doesn't seem very out of the bottle. No, it's just interesting. It's just it's cool to see. Also, I just want to just see something. Oh yeah, okay. The builder was smart here with some things. Anyway, so yeah, guys, any Pokemon fans in the house? Anybody here a fan of the Pokerman?
This is my favorite Pokemon. Is the Scyther.
Is that your favorite Pokemon? That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now I know something. I didn't know that about you, Jeff. I didn't realize you had a
blades,
favorite Pokemans. And here we have Wolverine.
If people like say, "Oh, it won because of," no. Well, oh yeah, that's another thing. Do we need to say like we've got a third judge? So
you've just said it.
Yeah.
No, we'll get into that now. We'll get into yes, guys. Jeff and I felt that this task was a little too Herculean for us, or Herculean, if you prefer, and we got in a third opinion because we were worried. We were sniffing our own farts. So we got somebody to kind of split the difference. And it was actually quite interesting to see. Anyway, so we got old Wolverine here. Also, great to see some Wolverine representation. Barbarine, but it's Wolverine, And I love these claws and like nice clean paint job for the most part. Very cool.
And what I love about like people might
I love this Wolverine.
Nothing, no story behind it. What I love about some of these concepts is like some people might say, "Oh, it's too basic and it's too obvious." But I think like that's what you like. If this theme is about like pop culture, that's not Gundam. If it's not obvious, if it becomes too obscure, then it kind of loses that factor, right? So. I really like the ones that really like. It's almost like a 1-to-1.
So
if you know what I mean.
I feel like Loud Lungs 10 out of 10 for concept breakdown. Yeah, bro. Totally, my guy.
Because I'm also just thinking like the scenario of if these builds, if we can get all of them, sent to us to lend to us to display at Comic-Con. Then So when people look at these builds, they know, exactly. It's like, this is a Wolverine, or
exactly what I was going to say now.
So I think it's like this competition, because of Comic-Con, we really wanted to make it obvious. So some people look at this certain kid and they go like, I'm not sure what it is.
Is it Deadpool? Is it?
Yeah. Or they might even think, is this just another thing from Gundam if they don't know about Gundam, So it's really awesome that they made it obvious. So they know, it's a Gundam kit, but it's like a Wolverine, or it's a minion.
Exactly. And I think everybody's going to be like, look at the minion. Yeah. So cool, guys. Exactly. Thank you, BuildForce.
Cool.
Now we're going to go back to the beginners and we're going to announce winners for the beginner tier.
Okay. Do we give any like feedback to the builders, like where they like our feedback?
I would like to, what I would like to do for the podium winners is just like spend a few seconds just to say, this is why we thought this was a winner, or this is where what we thought this guy did well. I don't want to sit and critique and get into the nitty gritty. I feel like we have the Discord for that. Not every single one. Well, for the winners,
I'm saying like so we don't want to go through every single one.
No. I don't want to do that. We have the Discord for that. If guys want to ask for our opinion and critique and stuff, we're happy to give it there. I feel like we have done enough of that.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking from the past BuildCast where we will go over the competition stuff. It goes into like 2 hours. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we want to keep this lean and mean like Wolverine. Well, small and
so again, guys, before we go into the competition, after the whole thing is done, if you guys want to see your scores, you can like private message either like myself or Paul, and then we can just like show you your scores. And then if you want to like ask about certain things, you can do.
I didn't mean
your Valkyrie.
Yeah, no, it's just the one intake wasn't clipped properly for some reason. It was annoying me. It just kept grabbing my eye now as we're doing this, and I just wanted to not.
Zena says that was a long
drum roll.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Is everybody sitting down? Is everybody holding their farts? Is everybody breathless with anticipation? Let's see. Here we go.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. So third place.
Rishi. Yay. Rishi 217.
Guardian.
Yeah, you rocked this little bad boy, and all with Gundam markers.
So like, that's the really impressive thing is you painted this whole thing with Gundam markers. So that's because I know the kind of a shortfall with Gundam markers is that they're designed for like smaller areas. So when you try and cover a large surface area and trying to make it look consistent, that's tough. Like the only way to do that with Gundam markers is if you actually like offload and then like into a tin or something, and then whether you use like a big brush to like cover a large area quickly, or you can like airbrush with them as well.
There's actually products you get, like there's a little thing that you can plug the markers into, like a Copic marker spray can situation. Anyway,
it turns it into like an airbrush. But like to use to only use the tip of a Gundam marker to cover such a large area, that's it's very tough to do. So
and impressive. There's a lot of patience here, man. So quickly, just on the positives, love the color scheme. Definitely took me away from the fact that it's a big War Pente. I thought that was great. Rishi, if you ever do decide to get yourself an airbrush,
Iron Man as well.
Yeah, exactly. Or even Iron Spider. Anyway, if you ever did decide to get yourself an airbrush, know that your color placement and the idea, your concept was very strong here. So I'd love to see you go further. Also, don't lose the hands of your kids. Moving along to the next one. And also panel lining. Panel lining is your friend here as well. I understand with the markers. So something to think about. Yeah. Cool. Then we got
if you use Gundam markers for panel lining on Gundam marker,
you can shred them.
Painted builds, it's gonna eat into it. Yeah.
But let's get into this bad boy here. So this is Lucian's entry, second place, with the Kempfer,
the HG Kempfer. Yeah.
Guys, for Lucian and for first place, just know that I think it was a point something % that split you guys. It was very, very close. Love the weathering, love all the inking, all the like sort of mud and stuff like that's going on here. It was a surprise to see. Also great to see that you were brave in trying to do this up here. I still can't tell if that's a sticker or not. It doesn't look like it. It looks like you did paint it or that you wrapped something around it. Whatever it is, don't reveal it now because I could change my mind and change the points. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. Man. Just my advice to this guy going forward, just to anybody here, before you do weathering, do your panel lines. Get your panel lines, get them looking nice and feeling right. Then do your weathering and things like that. It'll make your life easier. And guys, weathering, think of the story that you want to tell. So always have that in mind. Cool. Jeff, if there's anything positive or anything cool that you want to add, let's do it. Otherwise, we can build up the drum roll.
So weathering is like a good thing that you wanted to get into, I would say the next time you do weathering, maybe just tighten it up just to. My intention is like, well, I think your intention is to make this look like a giant robot, right? So if that's your intention, like make the weathering a bit tighter and smaller to give a sense of scale, because a lot of the areas have like big blotches of weathering and they just make it look like a small toy kind of thing, unless that was what you're going for. Yeah.
And if you guys have been paying attention, drum roll please. First place.
Okay, first place. Hey, so from Scott.
Yeah, so we got first place from Scott here with the Schwalbe Grays Desert Ops. I'm going to take 2 seconds. I'm going to talk first, sorry. So this and the Kempfer both did weathering. This isn't getting more points because it used stickers or anything like that. I just felt that the weathering was handled in a much better way. It was more refined. It was more restrained. It was put in certain places, and it was... and I would actually still class this... Give me a second, guys. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
I would still class this as beginner because, there was no surface painting done. There was weathering done, and there are some notches and cuts into the plastic, but it's still the raw plastic. And then the raw plastic was treated with a little bit of paint and stuff for weathering. So nicely done. This to me, in my eye, is the perfect example. Yeah, exactly. It's restrained. So this is the perfect example of a beginner build. Like of a really good beginner build. You've got it out of the box. You don't want to paint the whole thing a color. You just wanted to do some details, maybe put in some stickers, panel line, and you're good to go. So nice one, Scott. Nice one, dude. Congratulations, bro.
And also, what scored you higher is also your presentation. So your photography, the poses. I did mention that during our scoring that the certain limbs and the poses, they feel a bit weird.
But that's once again, that's just getting I know what you mean. But that's just a matter of getting used to the medium, So like, for example, this Kempfer's
first one is great,
Totally. Like, and just as an example, this Kempfer did very well for a lot of its posing, because I felt its posing was very strong. So
posing,
little things
for example, the poses on the Kempfer there is awesome, but I would feel like this, like when you guys taking photos, try and see the outer shape, the silhouette. So I feel like the hind leg of the Kempfer got fused with the front leg.
With the front leg.
One. So I would like either you angle your camera slightly a bit off so that you can see the separation of the two legs, For example, if you're looking at the Crimson Guardian from Rishi, you can see the limbs, you can see the outer shape. So like, again, I want you guys to, like, when you look at your kit before you take a photo, is you only read two colors, white and black, your positive and negative. And like, can you tell just by the outer shape, like what each thing is? It's like, oh, can you tell this is the arm, this is a leg, where's the head? Try and do that. Yeah.
Also, I can't believe we've never like expressed this idea before. And you guys are gonna think I'm completely nuts. But cover your one eye. If you're having trouble trying to visualize what it's gonna look like, or you see a cool pose and you take a photo of it and it looks crap or something,
because a camera
look at it with your one eye and see how it flattens things. It's a thing. Anyway, congratulations to first, second, and third.
That's actually a great tip that I'm actually gonna use, because I've never thought about it. Because at the end of the day, remember, guys, like when you take a photo, the lens, there's only a single lens.
And even though phones have like dual lenses to create stuff or whatever, it's still coming through a single.
It still uses one single lens
anyway
to take a photo.
So again, congratulations to our beginner guys. You were so brave and you guys entered, and it's just awesome. And look at you guys did amazing kits, even to the tune of some of the advanced guys maybe feeling a little bit threatened.
And guys, remember, like, if you don't feel confident, just enter away. Because like remember, all these guys like paid $50 to enter, and they all come out richer. So it's a guaranteed it's guaranteed gambling, right? It's like we losing money. We losing money. Yeah.
Zenith, pirates make great photographers. They do, yar. They make great photographers. Anyway, I've also got some pirate blood in me because I've been enjoying One Piece, the live action. Really cool. Like, it's worth the hype. Anyway, are we going to do it again, Jeff? Let's do it. Third place.
Third place.
We got
War Machine.
Calling Mr. Vane. Vane 101 with his their War Machine. Yeah, buddy. We really liked your War Machine. We thought it was cool. All three of the judges, or actually, it's actually more than 3 judges. But not gonna go there.
So yeah, obviously you had 3D printed parts. They look cool and stuff, but obviously that didn't get affected into the scoring.
It didn't, but how they were used was considered. I considered. I was like, yeah, it's clever. You didn't just go and get like 3D parts and whatever. It's like you put in some thought as to what you were using. You know, as a judge, we didn't want to score that too highly, but it's helped towards the concept.
And yeah, like you use the 3D printed parts as like accessories. You know, they weren't like key factors. I think, you know. Yeah.
Also, on your phone, when you take photos, switch off your detail mode on your phone. It'll actually help your pictures. I can see that your phone's, you might not realize that it's on there, but your phone has like what's called a detail mode for making selfies and crap look nicer. It doesn't make Gundam look nicer, so just switch that off, okay?
You mean like there's a bit of processing?
Yeah, there's a processing that it does that hurts the photo. It's neither here nor there. It's not like you lost points for it. I'm just trying to share a helpful hint. Anyway, this looked like Iron Man. It felt like Iron Man. I forgot that it was a Quanta. I think it's the Quanta that was used, the 00 Quanta. Yeah, is the kit that was used for this. I forgot it was that. It reads really well. You know, Jeff and I were talking about it earlier. It's like if people come to Comic-Con, they're going to see it. They're going to be like, that's War Machine. That's a minion. That's a whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. So in that regard, this did very well. And so your character came through quite nicely. I thought your weathering was good for the most part. I just think next time, just take some time to clean these seams off the hands and stuff like that. That did hurt you, okay?
You mean the mold? You mean
the mold lines? Sorry, the mold lines. Yeah, it's just careful with that. Jeff, do you have anything to add before we move on to second place?
I would say panel lining, because I don't know if there's actually any panel lining, because obviously the kit is quite dark, but like I saw all the rivet holes, if that's the right terminology. There's like it's empty space, so I would say panel line it to make them pop a little bit more. Yeah, even on the grooves on the face, those lines,
especially on that,
like they're panel lined,
Cool thing. Also, sorry, Jeff, you just mentioned this, the little rivets. Yeah, dude, you did such a great job with these rivets that I actually thought it was part of the kit. If you know what I mean, it looked like they belonged there. Obviously, they're not part of the kit, but my brain, when I was looking at stuff, was just like, yes, that looks right. Let's carry on. Let's look at these paint details. Anyway, are we ready for second place, everybody? Are we ready to check out who came second? Check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. I want to remind you guys, it's not just Jeff and I judging.
Oh man, you went too much.
Did I? This is the guy that came second. Amazeballs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I did not expect that to happen. I'm not saying it doesn't deserve it, but wow.
And it's not because Scythe is my favorite Pokemon.
It's not because it's your favorite Pokemon. Damn mouse wheel.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this contender, this build, completely,
congrats.
Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool build. Very cool concept. I think a lot of Pokemon fans are going to wet themselves with excitement when they see this at Comic-Con. So please, I hope you are sending it to us to exhibit for you. In fact, guys, we are going to talk about that after this because it's quite important about the Comic-Con thing.
Yeah, because
what I love here,
yeah, we might want to just chat about logistics, but again, we can do that in Discord.
Yeah,
in
but I do
detail.
want to make a small announcement about it here as well.
Yeah.
So guys, the thing that I thought was really great about this kit, aside from the color scheme and everything being accurate to the source material, and the Gundam itself being forced into this mold of Slicer. Why do I call it Slicer? I'm thinking He-Man. Slicer. I just thought things like the blades, that was very clever. But my favorite feature about this were the Pokeballs. So the Pokeballs were fantastic. What a clever use of that part.
And also, like, it's they become another focal point because they're so drastically contrast to the rest of the kit. You know, they're not green, they're white and red. So
yeah, and I just thought this was great. You know, like cool, like little bits of edge highlighting, which you can't really see so much on this shot. But as you look at the other shots, and when the builder puts them up in the channel in the Discord and probably on their Insta and stuff, you'll see that there was some, like, you know, edge highlighting done, which I feel was maybe inspired by the last competition's winner. So that's cool to see, because that's a bit of a wargaming
but also
technique.
it fits with the reference
with
material,
the
right? Like
anime, yes, it's anime. Yeah. Exactly. I love that. Very nicely done.
So in the games, it's like all cell shading, so it fits.
And guys, like I don't know how this happened, but I mean, it's just through the process of stuff being judged and whatever's. You can see that this builder didn't have to go through a lot of effort to get this a thing. I mean, like, I know I even went back on my points and double checked my points and scores for this a few times, just to let you guys know that it wasn't an easy process, and it was just so simple and so well executed. So yeah, congratulations. This may have even taken first place if the lining on the Pokeballs was nice and solid, and if the green on these sharp blades was a little bit stronger. So keep that in mind for next time. We see all, mostly. Joel sees all. Okay. And now I'll wait for a big bang attack.
Yay.
First place.
Hey.
Yes. Hey, it's the Harlequin Aerial
by Jono.
Boom. So, yeah, this is... Okay, let me put this out to the BuildForce. How does this not come first? I mean, look at the paint job. It's exceptional. You know? The paint job on this is exceptional. Like, and this is with love, Jono. Your paint job on this is so good. And at least the photo is a much higher resolution that it surpassed your posing ability.
Yeah. So yeah,
like, even though you had some cool poses, but yeah.
So a lot of the contenders, like, it scored a bit lower on, you know, photography, because of the whole front flash, and the lighting and stuff. So it flattened the model kit a little bit, but, you know, you made it up with the other factors, you know. So yeah.
So this is badass. I am dying to see this kit in the real. Okay, like, because there's so much good that's going on here. The very obvious thing, let's just get that out of the way. This masking with the gradients is very impressive. That's a lot of, you know, that's a technique that I'm sure Jono feels very comfortable with doing, and he's very happy doing, and he nailed it. And it's great. Okay. So that's awesome. But for me personally, I feel like a lot of the way that he does pre-shading, I've always thought is very clever, because it's not super obvious. And a color like black, which I know I say this a lot, but be careful when using black on your model kits, because it will deaden it. And this is a good example of how to use black on your model kits. Don't go pure black.
It's not a black, eh? It's like more like a very dark gray, like German gray or something.
But it reads as black, and that's what's important. And it's got depreciating, it's got visual interest. So this is very, very impressive from a paint point of view. And I think a lot of guys can learn from this. Also, I think this is very important to say. Before Jeff finalized for the show, I mean, I had a look at all the final scores and things like that, just to sort of get my head around it before I came into the show, the stream. And basically, first, second, and third are pretty much separated by 0.5,
Like,
0.2.
they were very close. Yeah,
They're so close. And fourth place also was very, very tiny little margin there. So
like
guys,
I think
this got
ultimately,
tight.
like the whole competition, pretty much everybody was like 1 point or decimals, after another. So yeah.
Although, and that
good to
said,
go.
I think this competition has yielded some of the best builds I've seen. Never mind like in Gunpla SA builds, BuildOff history or whatever. These are some of the best Gundam builds I've seen ever in South Africa. And I've had a lot of people show me photos of their Gundam kits and whatever's. And I've seen a lot of stuff on our Discord. And these are some of the best builds I've ever seen in South Africa. And guys, that's something to be proud of. That is awesome. That is real skill. Like, so congratulations for that. So if everybody could just like give each other a high five right now, like an air high five, that would be great. Like air high fives.
Because remember, like this is only our third competition, so we're still taking baby steps towards GBWC, but already like this is a good benchmark,
Okay, so another thing just to address now, which I think is quite important with regards to the competition. So Jeff and I did enlist the aid of a third judge. I was worried because of the quality of these kits being so high, and because I felt that the stakes were really high, that we needed to get a third judge in. Now, sadly, well, actually, lucky for us, the judge who helped us was actually the winner from the last competition, and so they hey
no
so
Wowen?
Wowen. So I thought you were saying wait. So yes, it's Wowen, no. But it wasn't just Wowen. It's Wowen and Ringtailed. And the thing is, because they both have a really, really great eye, they're both very experienced like painters. If you guys have ever seen any of their miniatures or anything like that in person, you'll know what I'm talking about. And it was kind of a privilege by the winner. So Jono, just so that you know, you get the privilege of being a judge for the next one if you want it.
Well, if you want to,
you can take it if you want it. Also, guys,
because actually speaking about Willem as the winner from last competition, judging for this one, so we were talking about do we cut him out of the competition and all that, and we decided he'll judge the spot prizes, but one thing is like he didn't finish his final entry, so he did the judging for the spot prizes plus every other entry as a third judge as well. So there's no conflict of interest there. So
totally. Okay.
Speaking about spot prizes.
Speaking about spot prizes, so we got spot prizes, and then there's just an announcement I want to make as well. So, Jeff, you do the spot prizes, please, and then I will go to the kit that it is.
Let me just check the presentation on my side. Give me a second. Let me scroll down. So the first spot prize is most creative. So obviously, these spot prizes are picked like not from the top 3 winners. So when we say like most creative, it's not most creative is out of the whole competition. It's the most creative for the follow up.
So first, second, and third were chosen. So the spot prizes are for everybody that didn't come first, second, or third. So no double dipping.
Give other people a chance.
To win. Damn it.
Okay, so you can go to the next slide.
Oh wait, so there's more.
There's more spot prizes. So most creative is Bumblebee by Zero Wing. Congrats.
These are not chosen by Jeff and I. Hey, so
it's
cool.
Like
that hand. I like that hand. Cool. And the next one is
actually
okay.
No,
it isn't.
Do we want to comment about this before we go to the next? There's like, what did you think of it?
I thought it was very creative. I think compared to, let's put it this way, compared to Scyther, I thought this was a clever thing. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. So like I thought there was some interesting stuff going on here.
This one made me Google the like the writings on the side of a head, because like I checked into Bumblebee.
Oh, the Japanese.
Like,
yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's Japanese or alien language. Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, it's.
No, that's
if
Japanese.
I tilt my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I tilt my head, okay, it reads as Japanese, right? But I was just like, I thought it's like an alien language on Bumblebee or something. But like, out of all the movie concept art or screenshots, I don't see any kind of writing on the head. So yeah, I think you're right. It's like probably Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Could it be?
Like Zero Wing, please let us know if that's just to confirm.
Also, I love that Zero Wing fixed this very annoying scene that lives on this lake here. Just saying. Move. Oh, wait. I want to do. Can I move to the second place?
Mode one,
yeah.
Yeah. So the next one is coolest pose. Yeah. So like this one, I would, if I have to like think about why this one got the coolest pose, is like it's posing two kids.
Yes.
And it's very there's lots of story to tell here. It's like getting stabbed. Yeah.
Also, Zenith, great job on the paint on that Zigog, my dude. Just want to put that out there. Just like I feel like that maybe I've been wanting to say that ever since I saw it. I was just like, oh, love the shininess. Really cool. Also, yeah, I like the backdrop and everything. And it's great to see a Zigog getting stabbed, because usually it's just a Zigog doing the stabbing. So usually the GM, a Jim gets like, eviscerated by a Zigog. So it's cool to see. Anyway, I really love the shininess here. Anyway, good. Anyway, cool. Moving along. What's the next one? What's the next spot prize?
And the last one is best money shot. Yeah.
Best money shot. Boom. Really? Oh, cool.
Color horned. Yeah, on your minion guy. Yeah. So like this one, just you can tell you're having so much fun. Like the fact that you went out of your that extra effort of buying the banana sweets. I actually want to find out what is this banana sweet. I want to go get some.
They're so nice,
is it like
dude.
sour banana sweets or something?
No, they're sweet. They're great. They're great. I used to eat them in the movies. They make your tongue raw. They're great.
Okay. Now I want to get a packet.
Also, while we're looking at this minion, I really love like ideas here. Like Jeff and I were talking about it, and Jeff was like wondering where this eyepiece was from, and it's like from a pen or something like that, which is clever. There's a leather strap, and it's like lots of like fun stuff going on with this kit. Lots of fun textural things.
Yeah, like this kit made me like question like how did you do certain parts? Like the leather strap, is it actually a leather strap, or is it like putty that you like pressed in those leather textures, that kind of thing. Yeah. And then did you also sand the joints on the inside to prevent, because you can see like there's a bit of texture, like almost like skin texture on your on the yellow part. So obviously that adds a layer of thickness to your paint. So like, did you sand the joint so it doesn't have like friction, so it doesn't scrape off your paint or something? Yeah, I would love to know.
Very cool. Your little insignias and everything. Okay, now this is completely a Paul thing now. Sorry, but I want to mention a few things. So I want to go to this kit, this Crimson Serpent. I don't know how this is not in the top 3. It must literally be like 1.1 of a point or something that stopped it, because this kit I think is pretty freaking amazing. This gets my one of my personal votes. I think the builder did such great work on this.
Yeah.
The gun cannons are big guns and things like that being used as these arm guns. This came across very, very well. I think one of the things that hurt it, and this is why you guys have to be very careful with when you type out long things. Like Zero Wing, because this is your build, and like the photography I thought was great and everything as well. I know that it's meant to be from StarCraft, but when I look at it and when I still look at it now,
there was 3 things merged together.
Yeah, so that was my thing. Like, pick one. Don't try to do multiples, because when I looked at this, I saw Warhammer. I saw a what do they call them? A blood angel. That's immediately what I saw in my head, was like a blood angel with like a flamer, or with like plas guns, with the arm plas guns and whatever. That's what I saw, and I thought that you did a cool job of that. So yeah, so just try to like stick with that, because there's so many decal things, and also just, I don't know, like, you're a great builder, so I don't know why I'm saying this stuff, but decals, man, just watch out for silvering and stuff on decals. That took away a lot of points for you for paint. Sorry to put your flaws out here so publicly. It's not, I'm not trying to diss you. It's just, I think this is so
like
freaking good.
It's room to improve. Also, just the lighting of certain shots, they felt quite dark. So we couldn't really judge them as well. So keep that in mind. Make sure it's well lit. Like, have 2 points of lighting, and just like,
keep it simple.
Yeah, like, make it clearer to see for us to judge, because then it's only to your benefit. If you're putting a bit of more effort. And on that build, also think about the diorama or whatever is going to be in the background. Like, because for me, it felt like that diorama was like slapped in for the sake of having something in the background. Didn't like aid in the storytelling, because like I noticed like that background is that diorama is from like a previous build-off entry of yours. So for you to use the same diorama, it just felt
impact.
Like, it just felt like, I have a diorama around. Then you just throw it in, and like, it's
and to be fair, we're not looking at the diorama, but it is part of the presentation, so that is kind of a thing. Okay, another thing I wanted to mention, and also because again, this is just like great runners up. These are my personal 2 runners up. This Iron Man Mark 44, also
this one was also like, very close.
So cool. Like, again, this builder, they really love using the sort of candy effect, and I feel like they definitely have pulled it off 2 times in a row now, where it's really, really good. The build is nice and chunky. It took a lot. There was a lot of great stuff happening with this kit. But the things that hurt you, just so you know, and again, I'm sorry, I know I'm putting your flaws out here publicly and whatever, but I'm doing this because I want other people to learn, and so a big thing when you paint any kind of shininess, chrome, candy, whatever's, is surface preparation. So in this case, you've got so much of this that's like really, really, really great, but your panel lining needs to be deburred. Okay, and I don't want to like zoom in there and be like anal retentive, but I think you know what I'm talking about when you look at your kit. So when you guys do panel lining on your kit, just remember to deburr it, just sand it down a little bit. Use something like, we've got the Madworks have that triangular chisel. I like to use a clutch pencil, but I also have a triangular chisel for that. That just takes a bit of the edge off a little bit. Yeah, and it'll look nicer for the final job. And also panel lining, my dude. Like, where are the panel lines? This would have benefited quite a lot from some panel lining. I feel like that's the one thing. Yeah, I feel like you ran out of time, I feel like if you're looking at it here on the photo, it should be a little bit more obvious. So maybe, don't kill yourself, but think about that. Okay, cool. Okay, that's everything I wanted to say with regards to that. Now for Comic-Con, guys, I think all of the builds are great, but those 2 were just awesome to mention. So it's going to leave it on the minion because it's cute. Sort of minions freak me out. Okay, so Jeff and I
normally I hate minions, but like this is like, just it just brings a smile to my face. So
Rishi says the hand clip was missing because the shield clip doesn't allow it to fit. Rishi, please go and tell this to Bandai. They'll tell you you're wrong. They've designed that kit to not have that problem. I'm not. Don't even come to me with that. Okay, but
you can always bring the kit to a build meeting, and we'll take a look.
Yeah, let Jeff break it for you while he shows you. I'm joking. Okay, guys, competition entries. Comic-Con is around the corner. We got this beautiful display case that we want to put all of your entries in because we think they're all amazing. You can even bring entries from last year if you've done some. We do want to talk about the logistics and stuff.
It doesn't even have to be. It doesn't even have to be from
Can
an
be a-
like build-off entry. It can be your own
be-
personal build.
Exactly.
As long as you feel comfortable, it can be a snap build, panel lined, or whatever. Like whatever you feel comfortable, you can bring it to us. If we get too many like kits, obviously we can't display all of them, but we'll pick the ones that shows off the BuildForce nicely.
So if you guys want to do that, please on the Discord, DM us, DM Jeff or DM me or whatever.
We'll drop a message. We'll drop a message like officially, just in case people hasn't seen this BuildCast. We'll do it with an announcement or something.
Then the other thing is we actually also want to do, and we're just busy getting things finalized, but we want to do a prize giving at Comic-Con. Okay, so you're going to be on a stage and you're going to get given your prize, which is your voucher. Okay, thankfully this time our winners are Joburg based. Except, I think one of them is.
No.
One of them is. Jono is. Yeah. But the other two, I think you guys are Cape Town based. So obviously you guys can't make a real appearance there.
I think the other guys are Cape Town based.
So we'll figure something out there for you. But we do want to do that. And then obviously for you guys, because you're in Cape Town, and for for the viewers and stuff in Cape Town who have kids that you want to send, we can make a plan to bring them up. Just let us know. Because we have 2 weeks until Comic-Con. Obviously, we're going to take very, very good care of our kids. If it helps, if it makes you feel better, Jeff and my kids are in there. And I'm very, very vicious when it comes to my kids. The
mission at the moment is like, let's see if we can get enough kids from the community so that there's no space for Paul and I to display our kids. That's the mission.
Yeah, that's the mission.
Maybe we can get one. Maybe we can get one kit, in.
Maybe. I mean, But anyway, guys, let's rewind a little bit. This was amazing. Thank you. Thank you for such amazing builds. I can see you guys all you really brought it to the table hard. I'm so sorry that we can't do like a top 5 prizes because we just don't have the budget for it. Maybe we will if more people enter. Hint. Hopefully,
we get more people to enter as well because, I think this time the prize pool got increased. So,
it was freaking amazing. The winner is getting a 2,000 Rand voucher. That's insane. So nicely done. Like really, really well done. And I know what it's like. Competitions are tricky. That said, Jeff and I are not going to be doing any serious BuildOffs or anything like that for the rest of the year. Okay,
just to
keep things
people
chilled.
Relax a little bit.
But that said, we would like to go back to doing a few themed builds. So what I want to do is I want to put in like 3 or 4 different themes, and you guys can pick a theme and build your kit to that. And one of those themes will always be my favorite out-of-box build. Okay, so that you don't have to feel pressure to do it to a theme, but it's just to give you guys something to motivate.
It's not like a proper build-off, but it will just be more casual so people can recover a little bit from competitions.
Because competitions are like hardcore, man. They can be quite scary. With that said, guys, we are 1 hour and 8 minutes in here, so let's wrap it up. Thank you to everybody again. You guys are all wonderful. Thank you for sitting through the whole thing. It's really great, to show your fellow BuildForce members support and to cheer them on. That was really cool of you guys. And and thank you. And thank you everybody again for just being great and making great kits. And to answer Jacques' question here, also BuildOff the second, when? We'll see. I didn't have. You're the only person who's asking about BuildOff. It's like people decided they didn't want to do BuildOff anymore. They got scared of BuildOff, or maybe they were too focused on their kits. So, if you guys, Jeff and I are very easy. If you guys ask us stuff and you go, "Hey, we really enjoyed this thing," we will do it.
So we want to do more if the reception as well. So That goes for any kind of competition, the build-offs and stuff like. If we feel like it's actually decreasing, then we'd say, okay, let's chill it a bit. Maybe people are feeling the fatigue from it. And then they'll cool down. Have a cool down timer. So yeah.
Exactly, guys. We don't want to like kill you guys. You must enjoy building kits, not be freaked out about it. It's a fun hobby. It's not meant to be crazy. Anyway, again, love it. So congratulations to everybody, to all the winners, and especially congratulations to everybody that competed. You finished. That is an achievement. Of how many was it? 20 people that entered. Only 10 people or 12 people.
15 people entered and 10 people finished. So yeah, that's a much better ratio compared to the previous. So yeah, that's a step up.
Alchemist said, thank you. It would be great to do a custom without competition pressure. Exactly that, Alchemist. I want to see that.
Yeah, exactly. Just do one for like purely for yourself.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
But sweet. With that said, let's find something to smash into the camera. I've got something to smash into the camera. Do you have something to smash into the camera?
I've got this.
What is that? Oh, it's a magnifying glass. I thought it was like a handcuff. I was like, yo, interesting things happen in Jeff's building room.
Yeah,
it's
something I'm working on at the moment. Okay, like I'm sure you guys know, like I'm trying to build this display case with lighting and
the
stuff,
kink.
So
he's working on the kink.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sweet, guys.
Yeah.
Remember to keep building.
Wait, hold on, I'm gonna swap it out of this.
Work in progress. Yakadoga.
What's this? Oh wait.
What's that?
What's this?
Oh, that is. It's Yakadoga's crotch. Crotch doga, crotch doga, crotch doga, crotch doga ass.